publishing company, one piece which is a product company, and then we have a couple of service companies. So we have 3 startups there. Now, last year I met...
Sorry, when did these businesses start? You said they started, so how?
5 years is the products company, the services companies are 2 years now. That's what we do nowadays. Now, when I met up with a few very senior VCs via some references, I met about 3, and it was just about a couple of days I met them, and after that I just came back here. So the issues that they pointed out, one is, so one senior gentleman from Bangalore told me we don't look at anything that is 5 years plus. So
5 years plus?
As an entity.
Oh, something that's been around for 5 years.
Yeah. So we don't believe in the story. So I'm just giving some inputs. One, so we see a huge disruptive business in the book space where, because of the production of the books and the way the distribution mechanism is, it makes it very working capital intensive. But once this whole consumption format book becomes e-books, right, it becomes something else. It can go through the roof. That's why we thought that was a very strong pitch. And in the last 2-3 years, we built some of the largest sold products in India, publicly acknowledged brand sold products. And hence that's something that we built into the story. But there, the issues that we faced were most of these venture capital firms are wanting to be very close to the customer. So if I'm selling via Kindle, they prefer investing into the Kindle or a newsstand or something like that. So they prefer.
They don't want a B2B, they want a B2C model.
Yeah, so largely, so we are a B2B2C. We are not a pure B2B or a pure B2C. So we B2B2C, right? Then one large issue of running something like possibly what he runs, which is a creative product. One slot machine business investing into another slot machine business, right? It tanks up, it will tank up everything, and it goes through well, it can really generate something very, very high. Yeah. Those are the issues that I got held up with. Plus, since there are 3 startups, they didn't want to invest into the product one day. They said, bring it all together. Nobody was happy. I've been reworking on it, and possibly I'll revisit the investing space in October or so.
I would walk away because I just know that it's very difficult to grow one, and you need to be very focused on it. So either you say that these are synergistic and they come under one umbrella and one, cross-sell and all, I get that. But on the other hand, you're saying, well, they're similar but different, you have to be clear, which are you?
Right.
So that would worry me. I'm sorry, I'm being very direct.
Yeah.
Right? So the bit about we don't invest in 5-year businesses, frankly, you may hear different stories. So one person may view that as a negative, another may view it, okay, you sort of wet your feet, you've got your grounding, you now have identified. So to me, that's a personal issue. I wouldn't, that's one data point. I wouldn't put all my, may have differently from others. And the bit about B2B to C, I understand the concern because really what I'm hearing is that you don't control, you're an intermediary, so to speak, and you're a price taker, you're not a price setter. And by the way, that's been a big issue for a lot of the app companies in India because they've all, it's the telecom companies that really grab most of the value there. And so people have been leery of this space, saying that you can't control your pricing, you don't have control over that. And so you can be squeezed. And that's I think the real concern people have.
Pricing, I don't think is a concern, but yeah, I think
it's not just pricing, it's control over the customer and the user experience. I mean, there are many aspects to it.
And also with 3 companies in the same founder, similar overlapping teams, you're going to the market with what basket? So if you see it from an investor's point of view, what is it, right? This or this?
It tells me you're hedging your bets.
Yeah. Yes. What we've been really doing is trying to get the product startup off and keep it alive with possibly
funding from the services.
Yeah, maybe sharing fixed costs in some way. So that's the reason why it is that way. So I think I prefer killing one of the service startups and have one service plus one.
So then that's a positioning, how you position, and I think that's fair to say that, look, I see the future in the product business. I funded it by virtue of these services businesses, what we just spoke of. But I know that the moment I get capital, this is where my focus is. I'm going to let this sort of, I know there's an opportunity, but I'll be fragmented. I'm going to wholly focus here. That's a different story than saying I have 3 startups. And
now you need a bit of doing that because you have the same thing. We have books which you put on the back burner completely and we focused on one particular side. But I will just point out one thing about it. So to say that Kindle is a rare media for books, so the publisher is actually in some kind of a, he's not B2C, he's absolute bullshit. In fact, even the author, forget about the publisher, he is B2C. Because we are authors also ourselves. We know that it's our book that we buy. Nobody buys Kindle, right? Nobody is interested in buying Kindle if there is no J.K. Rowling. So that's the part they have to get. The product is the book. Kindle doesn't mean, you can sell it anywhere. Actually speaking, you should be able to sell it anywhere. So multiple points of retailing. It's like Nike sells its shoes in its own shop, also sells it everywhere else. Nike is a better business than Flipkart.
But Kindle becomes a platform.
Huh?
Kindle becomes a platform.
No, so platform, that's what?
I would go for a platform which will aggregate 1 million books versus back one who can be backing 10 authors. You know
that book will be much more profitable than Kindle. That's the point.
So I think what we should do is, I think the context from here is ask similar questions of your industry. You know, the relevance is critical. I think Dinesh just said it. There are some investor clubs which are not looking at some businesses. And instead of trying to be advocates and champions or to say, hey, or activists to say, why not? Understand that element and look at various sources.
We are a platform and this is an e-commerce and logistics which is huge. The size of the space is huge. We are concentrating currently on just road freight and the size is $60–65 billion in India alone. And the founder team is all from IIMs and NYUs and all that. So very experienced, very knowledgeable, they understand the space very well. And we have very good traction as well. And so we have a very smart platform and what it does is so basically reverse auctioning. So we have big guys like the Ultratech, Cement and LNG and put their everybody. So they put their requirements of thousands of trucks at a time on our platform. And we currently have about 300 transporters who are registered. So they have the opportunity to bid for this business and the reverse auction happens. So what the shipper gets is he gets to discover the price and he has the opportunity to place the business with the lowest bidder. He gets to rate the service and so on. And what the transporter gets is gets the visibility to a very large market which is with his own bandwidth. He would have never, because he's depending on agents and so on and so forth. And suddenly we are, for a company which is doing say 10 crore rupees business in logistics space, we are opening up at 5,000 crore rupees worth of business for him. So there is a lot of value for the shipper and there is a lot of value for the transporter. And it is a very, very big size of the cake and the story doesn't end there because then we have the opportunity to add, let's say, fleet tracking, let's say, insurance, because everybody needs insurance, and so on and so forth. And then, of course, then eventually take it global and so on. So that's simply the story. And of course, we are making pitches to various VCs and so on. One of the companies, and to take the point that my friend made here, is that one of the companies is a company called Trucks First. They managed to raise $10 million from SAT partners, purely on presentation on Excel sheet is what we believe, but that is not, I'm sure that is not the reality.
Safe are not fools. They've been
nobody is a fool. Yes.
They've been very successful.
They've been
one of the more successful or most successful investors in